Hi everybody, it's April. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I am working on my July and August tag today. I have already completed the July tag, so I apologize, but this is a little footage from the August tag. I'm using a variety of stamps. This one was a free one in a magazine, and then the other ones were by a company called Seven Gypsies. So you can see there a little bit, I had already made these oxide tags, the backgrounds, and then I went over with more oxide with the clock and gear stamps. Here is the July tag. I had heat embossed that image of the gorgeous girl and did some acrylic painting of her and the cat. And then I just heat embossed a sentiment that says "Love Ya" by Lawn Fawn. So that was it for the July tag. Pretty simple, except for it took me forever to do the acrylic painting. However, I was just sitting there trying to get my groove back. So unfortunately, I didn't think to turn the camera on while I was painting that one. So I apologize. And so with this one, I'm kind of laying out how I want this one to go using that gear die from Spellbinders. I'll have a still shot image at the end of the video showing you the packaging on that die in case you're interested. I found it at Hobby Lobby. I used the Seven Gypsies alphabet set to stamp the initials for August, and I'll just clear heat emboss over that to make sure that it's dry so I can continue working on the tag. So with the gear stamp, the gear die, I apologize, I cut that out of some foiled paper I had in my stash. I had found it at Joann's on clearance, so I apologize I can't list what type of foil paper that was, but if you have the ability to foil, or you have some papers that are kind of foiled or have a foiled look, that would be similar to how I did it. So again, at the end of the video, there's going to be some still shots of everything if you want to stay tuned until the end to see those. And that was the die there. I couldn't find the packaging. So I'll just glue on this little die cut and I'll pop up the little gorgeous girl. This is a sentiment or a quote from Gandalf in The Lord of the Rings. It says, "All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us." So I love that quote. I know it's silly from The Lord of the Rings, but I love The Lord of the Rings and I love that quote. So I went online and printed it out, and the smallest print that I could find was this: somebody had a pillow. So that's actually what that is a pillow with the quote on it. And I just cut that out of copy paper and just gonna tape adhere it to my tag. With the gear, the top one, I used multi-matte medium to glue it down, and the glue that seeped out discolored and turned orange when it hit the vintage photo oxide that I have on this tag. So at the end, I wound up I tried to cover up as much as I could. It wouldn't come up just wiping it up. So I'll show you here in a second where it seeped out. It's really discolored. So I used Nuvo drops after all was said and done to cover up those little spots, and it did a pretty good job of hiding it. The back of the tags, I usually tape adhere those to a hard piece of white cardstock, so it'll give the back of the tag a clean look, and then I'll just initial and date it. So there I'm gluing down the die piece, and I'll cut the excess off. So there you can see the back of the tag is got some over splashing from the oxide. So yeah, just, you know, if you ever have that happen, just, you know, tape it to a white cardstock to clean up the back. And then I'll take this excess that I'm cutting off and put it elsewhere on the tag. I thought about it after the fact that, see, there's that seepage. After the fact, I thought about it, and it probably would have been nice for the rule of thirds to take another little piece of that gear and maybe put it up on the top left-hand corner of this tag, just for balance. So now I've learned my lesson, and I'm going to use a tape adhesive to put the rest of the pieces on. I popped her up with some dimensionals, and really that was it for this part. That's all I got filmed. I apologize. I let everything dry, and then I went back with the Nuvo drops to try to cover up those yucky glue spots, and that was really about it. So again, there's some images and still shots at the end of this video for you to see if you like. The process started with me already having these tags oxide I went over and did some stamping on this one with the gears, but the other one was just me stamping the image of the girl on the swing and then painting her. So that was really about it. So thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned. I do have some videos coming. The Hero Arts Kit will be coming out shortly. I have a 300 subscriber giveaway coming, so you'll want to make sure you stay tuned for that. It's a big one. And thank you so much to all my new subscribers. I apologize I haven't been on. I've been out of town, and also since I've been back from Florida, I've been under the weather and going through a lot of medical procedures. So just bear with me. I'll bounce back soon. So I appreciate your patience, and I appreciate you watching. And just leave a like and subscribe if you're new. I'd love to have you. So here's the still shots that I took. These are the oxide tags. And this was the beginning process of the July tag. So I just heat embossed her and then used acrylic paints to go in and paint her in. I stamped the Love Ya from Lawn Fawn and heat embossed that. I know it looks silver, but it's actually black. Here's a close-up of the painting. And a little tip on that, you want to use some white acrylic paint over top of that oxide so you can get some color. You'll have to do a couple little, thin layers of white before you can really get any color over those oxides. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.